They call me a preacher. They call me this wise kid, quote unquote. They call me you're so massively ahead. They call me all these things. I'm just receiving the message from above. That's all that I'm hearing. I've been hearing it my whole fucking life. And I just put out what has worked for me and what I'm receiving and consciousness confirming, and what I'm always listening to my intuition above all. I'm never listening to anything else. I know when I'm not being my best self or I'm not being the most authentic me, either if it's on camera or in person. If you just meet me on the street one day and I'm like, oh, accommodating because to make them think a certain way about me or to whatever. It really doesn't fucking matter with me. I'm coming to the realization, and I needed that reminder because I was like, I'm not going to put on a fucking act for nobody. And I'm going to continue to preach what I know at the most highest level and to also practice what I preach what I practice, because it's this shirt right here, Ripped Rich Rare, as my top mentor. Fuck all the other mentors I've had. They're all lame as fuck. I've come to the conclusion these past couple of days as well. They can't even get back to a message from me. I'm like, for my guys, I get back to all of them so quickly because I care that much, and I don't want to be like those whack-ass mentors I've had. And I see a top individual can get back to me at a decent time, like 30 minutes, and he has thousands of clients, and then these lames that are like semi killing it, they take 3 days or more to get back to me. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? It's so crazy. So the fact that I see that is going to different mentors and coaches, it just tells me of like who the person that I'm creating in this process. And it's to really practice what I'm preaching every fucking moment of the day. Okay? Because it's those three things once again on this shirt, but I add to it. Okay? This is where I put my own twist in my coaching and just who Nick fucking Drivas is adding to these three R's. And then also another R is going to be the realist. And then on top of that is the purest. Because consciousness, all the time, it's like, you're pure. You're very pure. You're a pure soul. I'm showing you this on purpose to give to the world. That's what I hear, okay? That's when I'm so tapped into self. And I've had this for years. And I kind of was listening to a voice. I never really listened to it. Then I really got deep as of recent. This past summer, I remember there was one moment I'm like in the sun and I'm just like, it's telling me you're pure, you're pure, and you got to give it to the world. Like you have to show this message off. You have to show of the character that you are and who you're building in this process. So no one else is going to give it from that angle. And I tell all my guys on my team, everybody in there, that's those 4 R's plus the P to operate from, okay? Because I am living that. I'm the proof, okay? And people say, yo, the way you interpret a message or give the message, the way you close your eyes and you move, again, that's just me operating from my most purest, realest, ripped, richest, and rarest state. Like nobody else is gonna do that. When I pull up in a room, when I do a coaching call, when I make this YouTube video, this is how it is. This is operating from straight alignment, straight purpose, and it's those things right there. Because nobody else is doing out here. That fitness influencer that you found online of a workout to grow your chest or to get a six-pack, like they don't do this. Like that's all they know. That's all they talk about. They don't talk about the real shit, personal development, and they're whack as fuck. I have not. I've had one collab with the homie I knew at my previous job that's now doing fitness coaching. But besides that, They all want to collab with me. They say, yo, Nick, we should collab. And I'm like, oh, God, here we go again. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, it never goes through. They're not actually about it. Like, they're just some fitness influencer that's posting workouts. And then I go along. Like, I play it. And I'm like, yeah, bro, let's link. You in the area? What's up with it? And they're like, yeah, bro. And then I'm like, awesome. What's your schedule looking like? Boom, a scene, or it's just on sent for months on end. And I'm like, what the fuck? You guys are so lame. Like, you're so lame to the point that you won't get back to the message. And it's like, don't waste my fucking time. And this is what all these fucks that are doing this out here, the fitness coaching, posting workouts, coaching in general, it's not where it's with me. I get back to you so fast. I'm actually about this shit of leveling you the fuck up and not just putting a message out. Because again, I practice what the fuck I preach and preach what I practice. Compared to these lame fucks, these cupcake broads that don't even show up on a daily. I show up every single day. Watch me on Instagram, Nick Drivas Fit, every day, 4 a.m., post supplements, all my workouts, hitting it from this goddamn room or the floor or some shit. Like, I get back to my guys, my team, so fucking quick, okay? Like, this morning alone, I had 2 clients that I was talking to. Like, they are my family. This is what no other influencer coach does, okay? I'm the only one that does this. I know this for a fucking fact. Even the guys at the top level, okay? Because I worked with some of the other top level guys, by the way, that do this fitness coaching shit, and it's not even fucking close. It's fucking dog shit, if you ask me. Trust me, I paid the money. I go to the top gym, okay, here in New York, and they're fucking lame still. Like, this is what I'm saying. Not my top mentor. Don't get that confused, okay? So it's somebody different. And they're still lame. Like, everybody's just lame. So I'm in the gym. I'm texting a client. And again, they're family. They're my friends. If they need to fucking call me because they want to take their life or some shit and they only paid for the mid-level, please call my ass immediately. I don't want that happening. Please don't. If it's something that you're going through, a really rough breakup, like, you are my friend. You are my family. That is what one of my clients brought to the group. And I was like, he is so fucking right. And it's a beautiful way of that unfolding for what I'm creating. It's so beautiful, to be honest. And ever since then, I was like, we are a family. So I stepped up in character and was like, I'm going to treat this shit like family. And ever since then, hit my fucking line immediately. I remind them all the time. I'm like, if you need me, hit me. I'm like, no other coach is going to do that. These fitness coaches, once again, these personal trainers especially, they ain't going to do this for you. They ain't going to have this level of service, that accountability. So, like, going through shit, and they're like, yo, they're realizing shit. And then they're realizing on their end, in their fields, in their industries, that worth so much more for themselves. They stopped the drinking. They stopped all the vices. They stopped the self-talk. They're putting their intentions back into self, listening to intuition, adding personal development to their businesses. Like, these were 2 business owners specifically. And also just seeing from a different lens of how I see it now, they're seeing it from the inside out because they're living the program. So they see everybody that's in their field and they're not doing it. They're not doing it to a high standard. And they're like, be the best version of yourself. And then they're like smoking weed. One client was telling me. And I'm like, yeah, because they don't practice what they fucking preach out here. It's all a fucking marketing bullshit scam type fraud shit to reel you in, to lure you in, and to just get the sale. Like, it's so stupid. I'm like, okay, let's say it does work. Like, you hop on my team, you get the 6-pack. What now? You know? Like, this is a lifestyle for my shit specifically. I want to be your friend for life. Like, my team are my people. They're there for life, okay? There's not going to be anybody else. I get back again so quickly. I'll have a 45-minute fucking conversation with you when you only have, if you go on the mid-level, the group call, 2-hour plus group call a week. Who the fuck is doing a 2-hour group call a week and going one-on-one in that group call for every member that shows up? Please name 5. Please name one motherfucker. I haven't seen one. And then I'll do, like, last week, one's on my mid-level, and she was like, oh, I don't know if I should call you. And I'm like, because I don't know if that's allowed. And then I was like, please call me. It sounds like there's something very, very important. She was like, yeah, it is. And then we talked for 45 minutes, okay? Just about personal development, working on herself, 10.0 self, and just shit with my shit that I'm going through. Like, it's relational over transactional. I don't give a fuck, like, about the money and all that shit. Like, I really, really don't fucking care. Yes, it's a business, so there's going to be a service provided that is taking time, right, from me to give you the value. There has to be an equal exchange, but it's the energy, and they are loving the program, and it's because I am showing up as my best self, because I just love the coaching. Isn't that what all this is supposed to be? Not to make a whole bunch of sales and talk a certain way and like do it like this. And then I'm like, fuck that. Like, fuck that whole bullshit of like, oh, well, no, you can't get back to me because then there's like a boundary. And then like, I'll give it like a day to reach back out. And I'm like, what the fuck? If like somebody needs you and is on their deathbed or they're gonna fucking shoot themselves, you're not gonna answer that fucking DM? Like, aren't you on your phone constantly? Like, you're posting on your story, but you can't get back to their DM? How much of a selfish bitch are you? For real. I'm like, I'm constantly on that shit. I live on social media. Like, what else am I doing? Like, this is what I don't understand. The level of accountability, the level of help I give to my guys compared to all these coaches. Like, what else are you really doing throughout your day? Jerking the fuck off and actually not being a man of your word of what you're putting out online? The best is when they put the fucking quotes and say, taking on new clients, or would love to work with you to be your best self. And then in secret, behind the scenes, they're not doing it, and then they hide it, and they don't put it out online too. And it's like, oh, fuck, bro, you just got exposed, bro. Because in secret, they're not really showing who the fuck they are, and then they hide that from their clients. I have nothing to fucking hide. This is the fucking thing right here. This is all I got. There's nothing else. There's nothing else I want to do. There's nothing else that I see the way that I am wired to fucking show the world. Like, I never saw myself as like a firefighter, a EMT guy, or a tech guy, or some guy that works at a bank. Like, this is the only fucking thing since I've been fucking 12 all the way down there, okay? Till now at 23. There's nothing else. Because it's the answers. It's the proof in the fucking pudding. Like, I just got a new whip yesterday. It's in the driveway. I just keep leveling up. And it's only because of the program. But the thing is that I don't even care about the whip. I don't care. I'm like, it's dope and all. I'm like, it's awesome. I'm like, all right, cool, level up. But like, I have to sustain it now. Like, there's going to be so much more shit that I got to do. You know, I'm like, it never fucking stops. This is the issue. I could put that out and say, like, join the program and da-da-da, like, it's going to work. But it's like, this is for life, you know? Like, there's going to be the next hurdle that you're going to go through if you hop on the program and then you get a new whip because the program's working. Then you're going to have to do more. You're going to have to sustain it. You can't just get the whip. You can't just get the six-pack because then you're going to start to go backwards. You're going to start to go to your old habits. You're going to fall off the program. You're not going to work out consistently because you don't have the level of accountability. You don't have people ahead of you. You'll have the same 3 fucks around you, your homies, your parents, or your fucking wife that's nagging you and is like, take out the goddamn trash, and then you don't want to, and then you don't, and then you're not a man of your word, and then you're a lazy fuck. You put back on an extra 30 pounds. You feel even more miserable this time. You feel like more of a failure. And then you're like, shit, I got to go back to Nick because he was right in the first place. I need to be around him for life to actually keep continuing to level up. And that's the worst, is when you get a little bit of success and then you go like 10 times backwards, you feel it even way more. I fucking hate that feeling. Wouldn't you? Especially when you look in the goddamn mirror. And you're like, I'm not a fucking man. Damn, I was at that point. Like, I hear it all day. And it's because they don't continue to invest in themselves back and to be that person for their fucking self and their fucking people. They're in the short term. That's the problem. So practice what the fuck you preach. That's what I do every single day. That's what I do for my team. This is the difference. You won't find this at any other coaching program, no top person, no anything. I will take an extra 30, 45 hour plus if you really need it, one-on-one throughout my week to make sure that you are fucking A-okay in the head. So you don't go buy that Glock 9 and shoot your brains out. Because I fucking been there. And I didn't have anybody. I had to get through it myself. I didn't tell anybody. I did what I had to do. And I don't want anybody in this fucking life to ever feel that, want to do that, because you are worth so much fucking more. So definitely DM me on Instagram if you're ready for the program. And be around a whole bunch of fucking winners doing it at a massive level. And to be the fucking dopest you. I'll change your fucking life. I hear it every day. My whole team. Every day we talk. One-on-one, in the group. And they're like, I love the program. It's changing my life. Thank you, Nick. That's the best fucking shit right there. That's what we're after. Total freedom. Not some bullshit to just drop some weight. That's whack. Fuck that. This shit goes deeper as fuck. Everybody else is a lame. Don't be a lame. I'll catch you guys. Love you.